The eyes closed. Or you can just fix the gaze down onto one spot. Hi, Martin. And just take your time to settle in here, get comfy, get rid of any fidgets. And then the seat becomes very heavy. Just bring your attention down into those points of contact between yourself and the floor or your block. And let them become heavier. A nice solid foundation. From that foundation, let the crown of the head lift up and the shoulders relax. Good evening. And then just drop your chin down to your chest. And keep the shoulders in the same position, but just let the chin come down. And take a couple of breaths here into the back of the neck and the shoulders. And we're going to start to draw circles with the chin. So just gently start to circle around. And these circles can be as big or as little as feels comfortable for you. And there's no rush. We'll take 3 circles in this direction. And if it does feel a little bit clunky, just take some time to try and smooth that area out. And if you've already finished that last circle, just let the chin come down to the chest and quietly change the direction. Keeping the shoulders soft, not hunching up around the ears. The 3 circles in total, and if you've already finished, maybe take another 1 or 2. And when you're really done, just let the chin rest down towards the chest. So pausing at the bottom, chin to chest. And gently draw the head back up. We're going to drop the right ear down to the right shoulder. So that doesn't mean crunching that right shoulder up to your ear. Keep the shoulders soft. Just let the head drop down. And then you can just adjust yourself into it. You want to feel a stretch down the side of the neck and into the left shoulder. And you might just play with a little bit of movement here, or find that sweet spot where it feels good, maybe on the cusp of a little bit of discomfort. If you want to add on, you bring your right hand up and over so the right hand just rests above your left ear. A gentle weight down. Keep sitting up tall, shoulders soft. Take a couple more breaths here. And then release that right hand down if it was on your head. And bring the head back to center. But pause and take a moment to feel how that is for you. Notice how the left side feels compared to the right side. And then we're going to switch sides. So your left ear drops down to the left shoulder, not shoulder up to the ear. Make your adjustments. Find your sweet spot or keep that gentle movement going. And then the option to reach your left hand up and over and rest it on the right side of the head. Just relax the shoulders again. Take a couple of breaths here. Release that hand if it was up. Slowly the head comes back up. Notice how it feels. We're going to take some shoulder rolls. So squeeze the shoulders up towards your ears. Draw them back, so squeezing the shoulder blades together. Drop the shoulders down, quite active. And then forwards. Shoulder tips drawing forwards. And then you make that into a circle. So coming up, back, down and round. You do that 2 more times. You are engaging all those muscles, really mobilizing through the whole of the shoulder girdle. And we're going to finish this one with the shoulders up around your ears and really squeeze them tight, up, even more tighter, upper, more. Take an inhale and exhale to release. And then we'll change directions. So we're going to go back, up to your ears, forwards, down and round. And back, squeezing the shoulder blades together, up, forwards, down and round. And you do that 2 more times. So you can take your time and think about what you're doing. And then we're going to finish bringing the shoulders up to the ears. Dangle your hands down by your sides. Squeeze the shoulders up, tight, tight, tight. Take an inhale. And then actively exhale, drop the shoulders down. And then just pause. We'll bring the hands into prayer in front of the heart. And take your opportunity to set your intention if you wish. We take an inhale together. And send out the intentions with your exhale. Release your hands down. We'll take some seated cat-cow. So on your inhale, rock forwards. Roll the shoulders back. Lift your chin up. We're like cow pose, but we're sat down. On your exhale, round into cat. So rock back. You can really hang on to your knees here. Tuck your chin down. Tuck your tailbone under so you feel that stretch through the whole of the back, shoulders, spine, hips. And we'll move with the breath. On your inhale, moving forward into cow, lift and lengthen. Exhale, hang back. Go 2 more times with your breath. Inhaling. Exhale. Once more. And then just come to a neutral spine. Place your right hand down. Left arm extends up, reach up, and then hinge over to your right. The seat just stays planted and heavy, and you're extending up through that left side. So even here, you can turn your head. You might want to drop that left armpit down a bit. Find stillness or keep with that little movement. Use your next inhale to come up and over. Left hand down, reach the right hand up. Then take it over to the left. Any amount, either hold it or pulse or turn your head, or you can even hang the head down. Take a couple of breaths here. Use your next inhale to rise up, right hand down, moving into a twist to your right, so the left hand crosses over the lap. Inhale to lift up through your crown, exhale, you twist. And take 2 breaths. On your next inhale, come all the way through center, over to your left. Inhale to sit tall, exhaling to twist. Then come back to center, rock forwards, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. As always, anytime you need to modify, you can modify. If you need to rest, you can rest. If you want to play with some different variations, go ahead. So spread the fingers wide and really plug your fingertips in, and then press back. Take the weight back into your legs. Maybe a little movement through the legs, easing into the hamstrings and the calves, toes. And give the head a shake out. Take a deep inhale through the nose and sigh out through your mouth. On your next inhale, come forward into a plank position, high plank or modify with the knees down. Press into the hands, arch up through the upper back, tailbone lengthens. On your exhale, take it back to down dog. Inhale to your plank. Lengthen out. Exhale, press back, down dog. One more time, inhale, come forwards, knees up or lowered down. Use an exhale to lower down onto your belly. Press the tops of the feet down. Hug the elbows in, lift your hands just a little bit off the mat. On your inhale, lift up to a baby cobra. Keep looking down, lengthen the sides of the neck. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, you lift up, feel the legs engage as you lift up. Exhale to lower. One more time, inhale, lifting up. Exhale to release. Inhale, tuck the toes, press back, seat to heels. Let's just hold it here for a moment. Creep your fingers forwards. Keep your toes tucked. Get that nice stretch through the toes. You creep the fingers forward and push your sit bones back. Couple more breaths. And then we'll meet in downward facing dog. Use an inhale to lift your right leg up, three-legged dog. Looking out through the heel, look down the line of the body and see your toes pointing down. Exhale, knee towards the nose, rock forwards and step the right foot through. We'll give it a helping hand. Drop the back knee down for a low lunge. We're going to hold it here. Always the choice to use your blocks if you have some. And then just hold it. Let that left hip open up, right groin, chest lifts. And then gently pull back to half splits. Move the hips back, the hips directly over the back knee, and we work the front leg towards straight. And the right foot flex. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the belly in and fold forwards. Now you can stay here, or if you want to add on a little bit, turn the toes out to the right. You get more into the IT band, the outside of the right leg. Relax the shoulders. Couple more breaths. And then turn the toes back up towards the ceiling and return back into your lunge. Lift up the back knee. We're going to pivot to the left side of the mat for Prasarita. Inhale, lift and lengthen. And then exhale, hinging from the hips, bring your head down. Lift your sit bones up. And the hands could be on the mat, on your blocks, maybe holding onto your legs. And then feel the whole footprint on the mat. So we're not leaning in or pressing out. Whole footprint presses down. 2 more breaths. Give your head a shake out. And then use your next inhale for a halfway lift. Walk the hands round to the top of the mat and step back to a plank. So you could be with the left leg hovering. You might be in a full plank. You might be in a modified plank. You take an inhale here. Exhale, you lower down. Bring your arms down by your sides, forehead down. So the palms are on the mat, thumbs turn out. On your inhale, lift the chest. Legs are strong. Hold it here, or you lift your toes and then lengthen from your crown to your toes. Maybe you lift your arms by your sides. Maybe you reach your hands forwards. Choose wisely. We're going to hold that for 3 more breaths. We're not grinding the teeth. Not holding the breath. Maybe you lift up a little bit higher. And then use an exhale to release, hands under your shoulders. Inhale, tuck the toes, push back seat to heels. Take a breath. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Use an inhale to lift your left leg up, 3-legged dog. And the exhale steps the left foot through. Low lunge, drop the back knee down. Hold it here. Two more breaths. Pull back to half splits, straightening the front leg and flexing the left foot. You're not pointing the foot. If you need to ease out the back of the hamstring, bend the knee, not point the toe. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold in. And just draw the left hip back a little bit. And then the option to turn the toes out to your left. Any amount. And if that's making you grimace, then maybe don't do it. One more breath. Turn the toes up, come back into your lunge, plant your hands, lift the back knee, a quarter turn to the right side of your mat, and turn the toes out. And we're going to sink down into Skandasana, a side lunge on your right, so bending the right knee. Now there's options here. You can just go with what feels better for you. You can keep the right heel down or come up onto the toe mount. You might keep your hips up a little bit or sink the hips down. Maybe the left toes come up to the ceiling. But you might notice that we're working on this stretch on the inner thigh. Hands in prayer, hands on the mat. And then we're going to move over to Skandasana on the left. So either keep your hands in prayer, lift the hips up and over, or you walk your hands across and then sink down on your left. And just holding, breathing, allowing that stretch to happen. And then we'll take some movement. So either hands in prayer or hands down, and simply shift the weight from side to side. Ending up on your left side. Pivot round, plant your hands at the top of the mat, step back to your plank, take an inhale. Use your exhale to bend the elbows and come down like a plank. Inhaling for cobra, push into your hands, maybe come up a little bit higher. Exhale, we move back to down dog, either through the knees or through plank, lift the hips up and back. And close your eyes. And take 3 breaths. Use your next exhale to look forwards, step or maybe a light hop to the top, and take a halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale and fold in. On your inhale, press into your feet and rise up all the way up to stand, palms touch. Exhale, prayer in front of the heart. And stabilize the breath. Release the arms by your sides, Tadasana. We're going to move through Sun Salute A. On your inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale to forward fold, either swan dive or you draw your prayer down the center line. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands and step back to your plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, you lower down. Inhale for cobra or up dog. Press the tops of the feet down. Exhale, we meet in down dog. 3 more breaths. Fingers spread wide. Shoulders away from the ears. Sit bones up and back. On your next exhale, look forwards. Either step or bend the knees and hop. Feet to hands. Take a halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, you reach up. Exhale, prayer in front of the heart. Breathe all the way down into your belly. All the way out. 2 more breaths. Arms down. Again, inhale, upward salute. Exhale to fold forwards, leading with your heart. Stick out your bum as you fold in. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, the hands come down and you step or hop back. And take an inhale. Exhale to lower down. Belly or chaturanga. Inhaling for cobra or up dog. Exhale, press back to down dog. Adjust into it and then stillness. 3 breaths. Smoothing out the inhale and the exhale. On your next exhale, look forwards. Now, if you want to try that hop forwards, my little cheat is to step my feet in about 6 inches and then really bend your knees and hop both feet inside your hands. Take an inhale for your halfway lift. Exhale to fold in. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. Stabilize the breath and then check in, see what's coming up, sensations that are coming up, what might be popping up in your mind. We bring the hands down by the sides. We're going to flow through 1 more time. So actually, if you do the jump back, it's almost recommended to jump back to chaturanga and then go through your vinyasa, if that's what you want to work towards. Otherwise, you can step back to plank, lower down, up dog, etc. So we'll do the modified version. If you have jump back to chaturanga, you go for it. On your inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, hands down. I'm going to step back to a plank. Take an inhale. And then the exhale, you lower down. Either chaturanga, which is halfway down, or onto your belly, which is all the way down. Inhaling for your back bend, cobra or up dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Use your next inhale to lift your right leg up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, step the right foot through. Keep the back knee lifted. Take an inhale to lengthen. And then the exhale, you straighten the front leg. So pyramid variation, you fold over. If the hamstring is quite flexible, then you can flex the front foot. Use an inhale to come back into your lunge, lengthen. Exhale, straighten the front leg and fold over. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back into that lunge. Plant your hands. Step back to a plank. Now you might keep your right leg floating. If that's challenging, you can drop the left knee down, or you take your regular plank or a modified plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower down, belly or chaturanga. Inhale for your back bend. Exhale, shift back to down dog. Take a couple of breaths. Sigh out through the mouth if you need to. Second side, use your inhale to lift your left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose, step the left foot through. Come into your lunge, take an inhale. Exhale, straighten the front leg and fold over. Inhale to lunge. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale into your lunge. One more time, we pull the hips up and back. And then come back into that lunge. Plant your hands, step back to your choice of plank. Take an inhale. You can either lower down, go through your vinyasa, or push straight back to down dog. And that's where we'll meet. Take 2 more breaths here. Now, we're going to use the exhale to look forwards. And you can step or you can hop to the top. Take a halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale and fold in. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. Smooth out your breath. You want to make your inhale same length as your exhale. And remember your intention. Arms by your side, moving on, bring your big toes to touch. There's a little gap between the heels. Inhale, reach your hands up. Spread the fingers wide, feel lightness through the arms. And then sink down into chair pose. Bring the hands to the heart. We'll take figure 4 on the right, so the weight comes into your left foot, right ankle crosses over the left thigh. Open your right knee up and sit down. Now you can stay here or extend your arms forwards and lean in, and that might make that a little bit stronger stretch through the right hip. Now you can choose hands forwards, hands in prayer, arms by your sides. And we're going to move into warrior 3. So start to straighten up and kick that right foot behind you. Lean in, open the chest. One more breath. Start to bend your left knee and place the right foot down behind you, coming into a crescent lunge. Reach your hands high. Good. Hands to heart. We're going to take a twist. Use an inhale to make some space. Exhale, you twist to your left. Oops. And hook the right elbow over the left knee or thigh. Press the palms. Now the back leg wants to go a little bit floppy. Press into the back toe mound. Back thigh up towards the ceiling and then roll the left shoulder open. 2 more breaths. When your left leg starts singing to you, push more into that back foot. Use an exhale to look down and place your hands down. The back heel drops down, warrior 2, open up. Gazing towards your left fingers. Flip the front palm and reverse, so your legs stay in the same position. Use your inhale to flow through to side angle, forearm to thigh and the right arm up and over. Not like this collapsing down, but rotate the armpit open. And we're going to move with the breath, so use your inhale to windmill back to reverse. Exhale, side angle. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, forearm to thigh, the right arm up and over. Right armpit opens up. Take some of that weight out of your left elbow. Now bring your right hand onto your right hip. Moving into half moon, look down. Grab your block if you have one or your water bottle and step the back foot in. Now you want your block to be about 18 inches in front of your left foot so that when you lift up, the left shoulder is over the left wrist. The right leg comes up, any amount, might be here, here, here. If you're steady, reach your right hand up and open up. Maybe you look up. Oops. Maybe you have a bind that you would like to take, so you could bend your right knee and bring your right hand to your right foot or ankle, trousers. Maybe not today. 1 more breath. And then a slow transition back to warrior 2. Take a breath, steady things down. Your next exhale, windmills the hands down to frame the front foot. And we kick back to a 3-legged dog with the left leg high. Bend the left knee and open your hip. Really point that left knee up towards the ceiling. And we're going to draw some circles with the left knee. So use your exhale to draw the left knee in towards your belly. Stay in this down dog shape. Inhale out to the side and back up towards the ceiling. 2 more times. Exhale in, out, up to the ceiling, inhaling. 1 more time, and this could be a little circle or a big circle. And then when you've completed that last turn, kick out through the left heel. You choose, go through your vinyasa, rest in down dog, or maybe it's a good time for child's pose. Three more breaths. We're meeting in down dog if you're ready. Use your next exhale to look forward, make your way to the top of the mat and find a halfway lift. Inhale, fold in with your exhale. Bring the big toes to touch, sink your hips down, chair pose. Sit down a little bit deeper and relax the shoulders. Good. Bring the hands to the heart. Going through on the second side, figure 4 on your left. Flexing the left foot, sinking the hips down. Choose your arm variation, hands forwards, hands in prayer, couple of breaths. And we will move into warrior 3. So you want to lengthen up, then kick back and lean forwards. Little micro bend in your right knee. And the toes are long on your right foot, not holding onto the mat. Start to bend the right knee. Place the left foot down. Crescent lunge. Hands to heart. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, twisting to your right. Hook that elbow over the right knee. If this is awkward for you, you can always bring that left hand down, reach the right hand up, or drop the back knee down. 2 more breaths here. On your inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rotate the right shoulder open. 1 more full breath. And use an exhale to look down, place the hands down. Drop your back heel down, find your feet. Then you lift up, warrior 2. So lunge into the front knee and press into your back foot. Your legs are going to stay just like this. Flip the front palm and reverse. Feel that side stretch through the right side, from your hip to your armpit, through your fingers. Side angle, forearm to thigh, reach the left arm up and over. Side stretch through your left side. And we'll move with the breath. Inhale to reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, reverse. Reach up and over. Exhale, come into side angle. Now place your left hand onto your left hip. Coming into half moon. Step the back foot in. Grab your block, place it under your right shoulder so it's away from the right foot. Press into the right foot. Press into your right hand. Then flex the left foot. Lift the left leg. And use that left hand to kind of guide the left hip open so it's facing the left side of the room. Then extend the left arm up. Maybe then you add in a bind. You want to root through your foot, your hand. If you wobble and fall over, that's how you learn. Couple more breaths here. Maybe you could hover that bottom hand off of your block or the floor, whatever it's resting on. That's it. Now, slow-mo transition back to warrior 2. A light step back. Gazing towards your right hand. Use your next exhale to bring the hands down and frame the front foot. you're in a lunge. Kick back to a three-legged dog, right leg high. Bend the right knee and open your hip. Now, press into both hands, so not leaning one side or the other. Press into that left foot. Take these circles. Exhale, knee to belly. Inhale, out and up. 2 more times. Imagine the circle that you're drawing. The final time. Kick out through the right heel, three-legged dog. Now you either rest in down dog or child's pose, or you move through an optional vinyasa. High plank on your inhale. Exhale as you lower down. Inhaling for a back bend. Exhale to down dog. Wherever you are, we'll take 3 breaths. Everybody meet in child's pose. And just take a few breaths here to reboot. Find a smooth, easy breath. Remember your intention. Come up to all fours. Make your way down onto your belly for Sphinx pose. So the elbows under the shoulders, forearms make an 11 shape and the fingers spread wide. So the elbows are right under your shoulders, not down by your ribs. Press the tops of the feet down, engage the legs, press the pubic bone down, and then drag back with your arms, lift the chest up, crown of the head lifting up. You can hold it here or a neck release, dropping the chin to your chest. Hold it here or draw the chin over to your right shoulder. Keep the left shoulder away from your ear. Keep breathing. Come back through center and over to the left. Right shoulder away from your ear. And then chin to chest. Lift the head back up. Make a pillow with your hands, one hand on top of the other, and rest the forehead down. Turn your heels out, toes in. And breathe the breath up and down the spine like a massage, easing out any tight spots. And if it feels necessary, a little wiggle of the hips. A windscreen wipe of the shins. And release your legs down. We're going to move into bow pose. If that's strong for you, you don't fancy it this evening, you can just take another Sphinx like we just did. You could come into Cobra or Locust. So any back bend that you like. Otherwise for bow, You bend the elbows and hold on to your ankles. Not the elbows, the knees. Bend your knees, hold on to your ankles. And then make sure the knees are not flapping out to the side. Draw the legs in. Forehead down. Roll the shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, kick into your hands. Lift the chest. Come up any amount, but in a way that you can still breathe. Now, if you want to, you can stay here, or we're going to try and roll onto the right side. So an inhale, you kick up, and then come over onto your right. Use another inhale to come back to center. And then we'll try and make it over to the left. So inhale, kick up, roll onto the left. And then try and come back to center. Use an inhale, kick up, lift up, and then gently release, hands like a pillow, forehead down, heels turn out, toes turn in. Breathe up and down the back. Just allow this time in stillness. Notice what you feel. Now bring your hands under your shoulders. Push up to all fours. Feel free to take some cat and cow movements or wiggle your hips. And we're going to push back to child's pose. The big toes come to touch, knees wide. Sink the hips down. And make sure your head's resting. Now there is an option this evening. If you have shoulder stand, headstand in your practice, you could do that if you want to. So we're either going to have 5 breaths in child's pose, or you can take headstand, but that's entirely up to you. And it's only if you feel confident moving into a headstand. Will not be demoing or guiding headstand via Zoom. So that's only if that's something you've got experience of in your own practice. But we're just here for about 3 more breaths. Now make your way up to sit. Bump the hips over to one side, feet to the top of the mat. Knees bent. Either hold on to your legs or reach your arms forwards and make your way down onto your backs. And bring your knees in. Any movement that comes naturally, go with it. And now, a chance for some further inversion. So option 1 is legs up the wall. If you have a wall nearby or a bed or a chair, use it if you want to. Otherwise, on your mat, I like to support my pelvis with my hands. So just placing my hands under the lower back so the pelvis tips up and the legs hang in the air. Option 2 is shoulder stand. So you would Again, this is really something if you're happy to practice it, if it is in your practice. You bring your toes overhead and then nestle your shoulder blades towards each other, hands on your back, and keep looking up. You want to make sure you have a natural curve in the back of the neck and extend your legs up towards the ceiling, not looking around. That's option 2, shoulder stand. If you're kind of done, had enough, you might just come into Supta Baddha Konasana. So whichever option you've chosen, let's take 10 breaths. If you're in shoulder stand, you may want to go with some variations on the legs, taking them wide or bringing the soles of the feet together. Five more breaths. You follow each breath. When you're ready to come out of shoulder stand, so shoulder standers, you bring your toes overhead, so toes onto the floor behind you or knees bending in towards your forehead. Your hands can either be supporting your back or pressing down into your mat. And then engage the core, start to curl your spine down, keep the legs long. We're all going to meet on our backs with the legs extended like so. When your back is down, engage through the feet. So either kick out through the heels or through your toes and start to lower your legs slowly all the way down. And then we'll take a few breaths in fish pose. Shimmy up my mat. So for fish, you want to roll to your left and tuck that right arm under your back. The palm is down under your bum. Roll to your right and tuck your left arm under your back. So the thumbs are touching, hands are under your butt. Palms down. Toes point, legs squeeze together. You can stay just like this if you like, or press into your elbows. Lift your chest up, maybe release the crown of the head down. We're here for 3 breaths. And then carefully bring the back of the head down, release your arms out. Draw your knees in, give them a squeeze. And we're going to release into Shavasana. Bring your feet wide to the edges of the mat. If it's more comfortable for your back, you can keep your knees bent. Feet wide and the toes roll out. The arms down by your sides, palms turn up. Make your adjustments here. And let the whole body be heavy. Imagine that with the next 5 or 10 breaths, each exhale lets you get even heavier, kind of melty into your mat. You're slowly just undoing any spots of tension. With each exhale, becoming more grounded. The whole body is heavy and still. No physical effort. Breath is soft. I'm going to take a few minutes to be quiet and to absorb the benefits of your practice. You're welcome to stay in Shavasana for as long as you like. If you want to start to come out of the practice, Begin to deepen your breath. When you're ready, move your fingers and your toes. Slowly roll the head from one side to the other. Roll out the wrists and the ankles. Take any other stretches or movement that you need. When you're ready, bring the knees in and roll over onto one side. And slowly make your way up to sit and bring the hands into prayer in front of the heart. And come to stillness. Feel your seat rooting down, the spine lengthening, crown of the head lifting. Take a moment to acknowledge your practice. Feel the benefits in your body. In your breath. In the mind. We'll take the thumbs to the third eye and remember your intention. You can always be open to new words that pop up. We bow the head to the heart to seal the practice. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here. If you have any questions or feedback, let me know.